Yo, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today we're going to be talking about this upcoming Polkadot parachain crypto altcoin that is actually coming out very soon here. They had made some big noise in Polkadot Decoded with what they had announced and things like that. But now if you guys want to get into their parachain, you just go on to parachains.info, check out what upcoming parachains are coming up, because I will be making videos on them. Right now you have PEAQ Network right now that raised 183,000 DOT, which is roughly under $1 million, right? Here you go, here the estimated reward, right? The crowd loan, it's ending in just a few days here, July 8th, right? Not a few days is just ending, right, at 12:25. Essentially, if you guys want to get into it, you guys should be able to get into it. Now remember, if you guys never participated in a crowd loan, you actually give away your DOT. So in this instance, you will be giving away your DOT, and you won't get your DOT back until June 5th 2025. But the thing is, that could be during the bear market, during the bull market, where DOT will have increased in price. So you essentially would have given free money. You would have given DOT to get some free money back from PEAQ, which can also increase in price as well, and then get your DOT back in 2025. So if you guys don't know how the crowd loan works, you guys should know about all that. And then here you go, you got the 96 weeks linear vesting starting from TGE. Then you got the bonuses from the early bird bonus and things like that, 3% bonus for how many DOT you will actually contribute from there on. So things is getting very interesting. 1 DOT equals 190 plus PEAQ. Right now, you guys may be wondering, what is PEAQ and why is this so big right now? But let me show you. PEAQ came out in Polkadot Decoded and said they're introducing essentially Web3 ride sharing, right? 100 tokenized Teslas to hit the Vienna streets. Now, what is these Teslas going to be doing? What is the token? Why is it tokenized? Things like that you want to understand? Let's get into it. So 100 tokenized Tesla, democratized and decentralized Web3 ride sharing. Let's scroll down a little bit here. A Vienna-based car sharing service company has outfitted nearly half of its 200 plus fleet of cars with blockchain-based self-sovereign identity for tokenized purposes. On June 27th, the car sharing service eLoop and PEAQ Network, an ecosystem for the economy of things, announced that 100 Teslas has been tokenized via PEAQ. The blockchain integration allows users to own a fraction of the fleet and share the revenue of the cars generated from daily ride-sharing operations. So Prager explained to Cointelegraph that once a user owns a token, they hold a fraction of their entire car sharing fleet, depending on how much they have invested into the token. The tokenization then creates a direct revenue when the cars are rented, which immediately is distributed back to the token holder community. We call it a car sharing 2.0 because the community who owns the cars also rent them out. Right now, I don't want to butcher this name here, highlighted that the need for blockchain integration in real world assets to help with mainstream adoption and understanding technology. For Web3 to go mainstream, we need a connection between the digital and real world, which enables people to co-own assets that generate revenue based on actual service and goods. So the transaction and data storage for decentralized physical infrastructure network depin for the tokenized Tesla is hosted by the PEAQ Network blockchain built on Polkadot. Now, if you guys want to know more about depin, the decentralized physical infrastructure network, check out the video up top where I talk about the next narrative that will be huge, because I brought you guys real world assets, and this also is actually included in real world assets, but they have another sector of it called depin. So you guys need a breakdown of why I think depin will be big and why I'm so huge on PEAQ Network right now. So the guy also pointed out that AI capable vehicles like Teslas can be automated to become robo-taxis, and therefore tokenizations of such vehicles would enable democratization of automation. The value that those autonomous cars generate could end up in the pockets of a few big companies, he said, right? As more physical high value items are put on the blockchain and tokenized for the public accessibility, they say the ability for communities to fund and build infrastructure and also earn from it becomes real, which leads you on to PEAQ, right? PEAQ is actually tokenizing these vehicles, right? They're going to be tokenized on the PEAQ blockchain, which is a layer 1 blockchain designed for depin, decentralized physical infrastructure network. So a lot of projects that are looking to, you know, probably build depins probably will use PEAQ network here. And they came out very strong with the 100 Teslas for the Web3 ride sharing, right? So when you scroll down, it tells you already depin is a new name for a long time trend in Web3, one that PEAQ was built for. The intersection between the connected real world and Web3, the centralized physical infrastructure network, or depin, crowdsource physical hardware for real world services, from supplying energy to 5G or even mobility, using tokens as their incentives for people to participate. Such projects are Web3's best shot at real world adoption, and PEAQ fundamentals, tokenomic models, and core functions make it perfect home for depin. So depin's the centralized physical infrastructure network makes it private physical infrastructure, from chargers and solar panels to sensors and routers, a public good that anyone can access or make use of at a fee. They just use the blockchain and the tokens to incentivize individuals and businesses to crowdfund, source, and build physical infrastructure need and normally pay corporations for it, right? So like I said, PEAQ is a layer 1 network for layer 2's depins, right? PEAQ is shown here to be built as the layer 1 here. As you guys can see, it has over 10,000 TP. Then it's multi-chain here with Polkadot, Ethereum, and Cosmos. Then the depin functions and SDKs are built on top of that. The user interface is built on top of that. Then you got the depins and the apps that are built on top of that. So that is a little bit about the core features that make PEAQ a perfect home for depin. So here you got some of the fundamentals for it. You know, it's highly secured and decentralized. PEAQ is highly secured and decentralized thanks to its cutting edge architecture, which leverages the Polkadot layer 0. Ready to use depin backend, PEAQ equips depin builders with all the decentralized backend logic you need to machine ID, unique self-sovereign IDs for machines, robots, devices to enable the secure interactions within the depin. You got role-based access controls, payments, data storage, data indexing. Then they talk about machine DeFi, which is very interesting here. Machine DeFi amps up the versatility of the depin model, allowing depins to scale even faster. It enables communities to leverage borderless fundraising via blockchain to cover the upfront costs of purchasing hardware, which makes it possible for depin and the people backing them to enter the market. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty bullish on PEAQ Network as of right now. And when you head over to their website, it is fairly simple. It's not much on. I think they should add more to it and make it a little bit better. But as you guys can see, if you want to build on the PEAQ Network, you actually can get a grant program to build on a network. So as depin becomes something big and more depin projects come out, they may look to get a grant from PEAQ Network to build onto their chain. As for their roadmap, it says we are here. They're about to secure their Polkadot parachain. As you guys seen, they're actually winning it right now, right? So they're going to secure the Polkadot parachain, the Crest Network, and token launch on Kusama. Crest Network is their sister chain essentially for PEAQ Network. Then you're going to have the PEAQ Store, PEAQ Rewards, PEAQ Network, and token launch on Polkadot. And that's all that they have right now for their website. You guys should go ahead and follow them and get an understanding a little bit more about PEAQ Network, and start to look at my other video about depin, because I think depin will be another narrative that will become huge, and a lot of people are going to be talking about it. It just takes one project to kick off in that narrative for people to actually get interested in it, right? But you guys let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We're on the road to 20k subscribers, so if you guys like to help out, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.